So this is the first of one of my new raised beds. It took me just over 2 hours to put this together. First one's always the worst. Hopefully the next two will be fine. So this is where it's going to be. So that's coming down. Let's go this way. So that's where it is in relation to the polytunnel. So eventually I'm going to be getting rid of these plastic boxes, or I'm going to be using them somewhere else. But I'm just trying to make the garden look better, and obviously they are a little bit higher up than these new ones. So what I'm going to do now is put some cardboard in the bottom, which is over there, and then I'm going to top it up with soil. Okay. So this is partly filled with some compost, some spent earth out of the blue box that was there, which is now over in my compost area. And underneath there is some of my compost that was supposed to go into the compost bin, but I've just chucked it in the bottom of here. So it's just a way of filling up the raised bed before I put the decent compost on the top. So this is a bit more of an update on the raised bed. One of the raised beds that I've done. As you can see, this is the raised bed, which is now full, and I have actually put some bulbs in there as well, but the soil that has filled this up has come from this wooden raised bed that I'd said that I was going to take apart, which I have started to do. So all the soil that was in here is now in the new raised bed, and I don't know whether you can remember, but in here was all my raspberry canes. Well, I've actually pruned them all back, and I've actually transplanted them into this one of the blue boxes with some soil. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them yet, because there is going to be another raised bed that's going to go along here, so they might go into there, or when I change this bed here, which is next to the greenhouse, I might turn that into a fruit cage and build up. So lots of changes going on. So yeah, so today I'm going to clear the rest of this wooden bed, put the soil into buckets for the time being, because what's left in there will go into the next raised bed that's going to go along here to meet up with that one just over there. So yeah, so I've also removed all of my arches, and they're dotted all around the garden because some of them have, the bottom legs have rotted. So I'm probably going to repurpose them and use them. Might use them actually as part of the fruit cage here. Don't know yet. Haven't actually decided. I don't know whether you can. I don't know whether it's raining or snowing. It looks like snow. But yes. So Still lots to do. Look at that acer. I need to trim that at some point. So this is this is my lemongrass that I've grown from seed, and I'm just going to split it now and transplant it into this pot. As you can see, this is one of the lemongrass bulbs that I've grown from seed. So I'm just going to pull this plant apart and just see how many I've got, and then I'm going to plant them into this bucket. And we have a visitor. Hello, you. You brought me a cup of coffee. Take that as a no. So these are all the plants that I got from the seeds that I've grown, and I'm now going to plant them into this pot. There is a little bit of red basil in there, but it won't hurt. I'm just growing these on. These are not really big enough to harvest yet, so maybe next year. So I'm going to put them into here and see how they get on. So lemongrass all planted. I've got a bucket here. I've got a few small ones back in the pot that they came out of, and I had enough to just plant. These are some of the smaller ones. I've just planted them in my bucket of lettuce. Oh, we'll see what happens. I've got two chances. They either do or they don't. Right, that's that done. I've also, the garlic that I planted, 4 cloves of garlic out of the garlic that I bought from the supermarket, and they're up already. Brilliant. So removed all the wood, so all that bed has gone now. It's all over there. So now this bit's ready for me to build the next metal raised bed. I've saved all the clumps of sage. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. I might put some in the side garden. Haven't decided yet. Whew. Right, see you on the next bit. So just finished putting together this other raised bed. I definitely won't be getting these again. They are so time consuming to put together, not easy. So I'll be finding a different sort, but grey the same, or green. Whoa, and it's spitting with rain. I'm gonna have to get something else to fit in here. So another small one, I think, or just put pots. Who knows? Whoa. This is what I can see from the house, which is a bit better than rotting wood. Getting there slowly. Just got to fill it up now. I've got a load of homegrown compost which I can put into there. Should fill it up, well, half fill it, and then I'll get some decent stuff. Anyway, that's enough for today. So I've just uncovered my compost bin, the wooden one, and this is what's in there. There are a lot of sticks and stuff in there, but I'm scooping a load out, putting it into here. And this is what I'm going to line the bottom of the new raised bed with, which is good because it'll keep rotting down underneath. I'm going to buy some new bags of good stuff to put on the top. I mean, this is good stuff, but it's still got a lot of sticks and stuff in it, but it'll break down underneath the good stuff, if you get my drift. Bit more compost added over the leaves. Long way to go. So, slight change of plan with the deep raised bed. I've actually put it in the garden. What I've done is I've removed one of my wooden raised beds that were down on the right hand side towards the polytunnel. So I've dug it all out and already got weed membrane down, so I'm going to stone all this bit up to the bed so that we can sit there in the spring and summer when it's nice and warm, because that's quite a sunny spot as it's south facing. So yeah, that's what I've been doing today. And what I've done is I've transplanted some of the kale and the chard that were in that wooden raised bed there. All a bit of a mishmash at the moment, but it's coming together slowly. And I've covered this bed because it's not quite topped up properly yet, so to stop the birds and the CATSs messing around in there, I've just covered it with mushroom trays for the time being. So I might actually, I'm not sure what to put in there, onions maybe, who knows, but that one can still have carrots and parsnips in early in the new year. Right, it's nearly 4:30 and all my solar lights are coming on, as you can see, as I move. And yeah, it's getting quite cold, so I'm going in. Another one just come on. Right, bye for now. Good morning everybody. So today is Wednesday the 29th of November and I've come out to do some more on the raised beds and everything is frozen. So my pond is frozen over. Luckily I have put a ball in, but I have cracked the ice so the fish can breathe. So what have I done today? I've topped up all my bird feeders and put some extra ones out. This one is one of those homemade ones that you use an old water bottle. So I've put that in my acer tree. I've put a ground feeding tray down for the robins and the blackbirds. I've got another table over there, this one here, which is a work table, but it's in the compost area, so I've just chucked some seed on the top of there. There's feeders on my I've forgotten what it's called, my little roof that I made for the honeysuckle. All the compost is frozen, so I can't dig it out, so it'll have to stay for another couple of days. And that's it really. The kale and the chard that I transplanted Feels all right actually. Some of it's a bit limp, but it will survive. And I've started putting stuff into this deep raised bed, so loads of twigs and off the top of the compost from yesterday. So I'm just going to keep topping it up with my kitchen waste compost until I can get into the 2 compost bins, probably tomorrow or the next day. And then eventually the rest of these wooden beds, raised beds, are going to go, and I'm going to continue. I know I said I wasn't going to buy any more of these, but the narrow ones, not as long as these, so half the size, will be easier to put together. So I'm going to get a couple of 100-centimetre ones to put behind there. I know I'm going to have to dig these shrubs out, but I can't get to them at the moment because of the raised beds. So, but they'll be behind the pear tree, so, and they will fit. So yeah, that's the plan. The reason I'm doing all this changing everything is because I need to make things easier for myself, because my life in the garden is going to get a little bit harder over the next few months. Not hard, well, harder in the garden, but not harder. It's just something that I have to do. My husband's not well, and we're going to be having quite a few hospital visits, so I've got a plan for that, which is fine. It will make my gardening life easier. So I'm in the polytunnel at the moment, and that high raised bed was going to go here, but I've decided to go back to using my plastic tea crate thingies, which will be fine. They did all right last year, and some of the tomatoes and aubergines can go in here next year. And I've got my table. Peas are doing good. Sorry, digress. So these are my 2 pots of peas. This one, and this one's actually got a first flower on. So I was going to use it for shoots, but I might see if I get any peas. So that's one. And then this is the other one. And they're looking good. Yeah, 1st of October I put those in, so it's not bad. Lemon and orange tree, looking okay. Those 4 garlic that I put in on the 11th of August, I think. 4 are coming up. I've just chopped all my coriander. I'm making a coriander and carrot soup for lunch today. Beetroot and chard are doing okay. And then this is the lemongrass that I potted on, split and potted on, and I also put a load of garlic in this bucket, and it looks like they're coming up already, so that's good. Brilliant. Okay, a pak choy is doing good. More lemongrass. Looks a bit brown and not looking good, but I think it's going to be okay. More pak choi, more pak choi. This is the best I've ever had them, actually. Putting them in pots seems to work. The slugs can't get to them, which is good. I've got bulbs, I've got red sun, I think they are shallots actually, but I'm going to keep those until I've sorted out these raised beds, and I've got 10 iris there to plant out, and I've also got another bag of tulips that I haven't done yet. So once I get my head in gear, it should be fine. So I think I'm going to end this video here now, and hopefully there will be another one once I get this bed filled up, inshallah. Right, speak to you all soon. Bye.